So I want to know why we're applauding someone for being a homewrecker. Like, what Ariana Grande did to Ethan Slater's wife, considering they had a baby, was not cool. Like, I don't know why this is like a thing where we're just gonna applaud them and reward them for good work, you know? Not even good work for the music, like, right? Everyone's jamming and listening to her new, like, album and everything. Although I have been hearing, like, what is that, We Can't Be Friends, because it's been everywhere, you know? I have no choice but to hear it because, you know, we can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend, you know? Like, that's the only reason why I heard the song, because it was everywhere. And I said, you know what, I want to watch it, because someone said when she grabbed her necklace, that was, like, so sad. Although it does seem sad, like, should we feel sad for her because of what she did? Like, I get it, like, she's portraying emotions. We can't be friends, but you can't be friends because you keep taking people's husbands. That's why you can't be friends. If you would stop stealing people's men, then maybe, right? And especially it's the fact that you take these men, you become a homewrecker, and then it doesn't really end up lasting. Like, how long is it before we hear Ethan Slater moved on to another girl and is looking for someone else? Then what? Sorry, I took a drink. But then what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna hear how Ethan Slater literally, you know, moved on, and then there's gonna be cheating rumors, cheating scandals. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Just because someone said that they got up to look for Hershey at 6 a.m. does not mean that they're not an animal abuser. That's one thing I wanted to say. You're literally saying I never even looked for her. That person wants to lie. When I got up at 6 a.m., which is what I got up every morning, I saw that person looking for Hershey while I was looking for Hershey. They know because me and my mom got up. To say me and my mom did get up to look for Hershey, it is just being spiteful at the fact that you have a lot of stuff coming towards you because of what you did. Like, you want to look for somebody to blame for your problems instead of blaming yourself. You know, if all that person had to do to not be homeless was to give up their cats and they refused. You tell me, is it smart for someone to refuse to give up pets and not take care of them? That's crazy. How do you refuse to give up your pets and then proceed to not take care of your pets and make yourself... Like, I am tired of every time this chick goes live, she wants to lie, say, oh, they got evicted, oh, this and all that. We didn't get evicted, you did. They denied your payment. Tell people why they denied your payment, because you won't tell people why they denied your payment. I'm not going to tell people why they denied your payment, because I'm not going to talk about other people, but you know why they denied your payment. And on top of that, you left animal shit for that office and for the building to clean up. You left it there. That's literally a biohazard. Like, how do you leave shit and then just, like, drive off and then say, oh, you ain't, like, I don't give a shit about your message talking about I wouldn't say it to your face. You're online lying to people because they'll listen to you, these trolls. The same people that tell me I ain't doing nothing. If she was doing something with her life, right, then why is she homeless, not taking care of her pets? How come it's okay for people like that? Considering that she's 3 years younger than me, this chick's 26. Believe what you want to believe from someone that didn't even get up and do anything. Oh, she works because she has to. And I'm not even going to go into it about her job. It's bad. Let me tell you something. You guys don't even want to know. And you're out here calling people predators and pedophiles. This ain't looking good. But I'm gonna say it because, you know, I'm tired of it. Like someone said, be for real, you didn't even really hurt you, because you latch and leech onto anyone that talks shit about me. Like, every time someone's talking shit, you will hear. That's why you were asking her questions like, did she do this, did she do that? She didn't even live near me, and she was trying to hide her room the whole time because she knew she wasn't supposed to. Never mind, I know why she was hiding her room. I'm not getting into that because I'm not talking about other people, so yeah. But anyways, you know. When I say I'm not talking about other people, I mean, in this situation, there are other people involved, and I'm not going to talk about them. But as for her to go on live and say we got evicted for a pew-pew is a lie. We didn't get evicted for nothing, and we can stay there. You can't, or stay here. You can't stay where you're staying. You cannot live where you're living. Right? You could have a nice place to live at your stepmother's house, literally with a nice room, and not be homeless if you paid the bills and took care of your animals. You want to keep animals you're not taking care of over a place to stay is crazy. Those cats should not be living in filth. And I tried to post on my TikTok, but it got taken down because it violates guidelines. I'm going to put this up on Twitter. You ain't stopping me. Trust me, you can't stop me from posting it. What's funny is how people report it because they don't want this stuff to be seen. They don't want her to be seen as an animal abuser. If you guys even remotely cared about animals, then you would be doing something about it when it pertains to her, because this isn't being petty. This isn't some petty shit. Excuse my language. This is me literally caring about a dog and 3 cats that are in a horrible situation. Let me tell you something, okay? You and that so-called friend of yours that isn't your so-called friend, tell people who he really is. And she always gets with these guys that don't do nothing. Because how was he living with her in that filth? He was living there too. Go figures. Tell people the truth. This chick wants to talk shit to me because y'all say that I'm the one that brings drama. Talk shit to me. Well, she's supposedly at work, right? And then her so-called friend, which I know who her real friend is, it's not her friend, was staying with her in that filth. Man, how you're not even I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cause problems with this dude, but you're not a real man if you're staying with someone that lives in slop like that. You were literally living in a room where there was shit everywhere, and you're not embarrassed, dude? You're not embarrassed for that girl? I wouldn't be walking around claiming nothing. If it was me, I wouldn't be claiming anything. I wouldn't be living with someone that lived in filth, lived in a pig sty, lived in a pig pen. That's nasty. Imagine living with someone and there's dog shit everywhere. Ew. Not only that, cat throw up in the bed and you sleep in that? You're sleeping with that? You are literally sleeping with that? Imagine me dating somebody, right? And they lived in filth. Their cats pissed and shit everywhere. If I walked in and saw that, I would walk right out. You have no pride, and you want to run around being big, bad, and tough, talking shit, and want to run your mouth and keep continuing to talk shit while you live in that filth along with your doesn't want to claim you person. Yeah, yikes. What? He ain't no man. He ain't no man. I'm just saying, he isn't. Let's get into it. I will never understand how you're with someone that has no car and lives with you in a room that has shit all over. That's like really weird. And on top of that, how are you as a person gonna say that my dad never loved me and you DM'd me, but my dad never liked you because he caught you cheating on the phone? Why don't you tell people that? You have no decency. And my parent and my dad caught you? That's wild. You're sloppy. You're sloppy. You're for the wolves, okay? I told my mom I should make this joke. The reason why Hershey ran away is because Hershey was running away from her. She's an animal abuser. Like, of course I wouldn't run to someone that beats and kicks their cats. Poor dog is just probably starving, not being fed. Nobody. Since you think everything's a joke, since you think everything's funny, right? You think everything's funny. This does not make sense to me. Why you are literally, like, she thinks everything is funny because she's been DMing me talking shit this morning. I'm like, girl, I don't really give a fuck, I was saying stuff back and forth, but I really don't fucking care. You're supposed to be at work. You don't know what I do, girl. You couldn't even barely pay your room. The only reason why you're with that dude is because he's giving you a place to live. You can't even afford your rent. You're talking about me on the internet because it's getting you views. You can't even pay your rent, girl. You got kicked out because they denied your payment, but also because you was going to leave anyways. You couldn't afford it. This girl is literally using that so-called man friend as, that man that's her friend, as, to pay her room because she couldn't pay it. He was there to pay her bills. She don't pay her bills. How are you gonna live somewhere you can't even pay your bills? Mind you, I was paying my room. I was paying the room on top of other help. It's just that we can't do it anymore, right? And I said I can't pay week to week, which is why we're getting into an apartment, so we could pay one payment monthly. And then I can put the electricity on, I can put the lights on, I can do all of that, and I won't have to worry. But girl, you need to focus on yourself because you have a lot that's coming to you, and you're more focused on me than you are yourself, and everyone's gonna see it. You guys will see sooner or later. You're gonna see the truth. Wait, so I'm confused. I saw someone say that Brian Peck has no association to Josh Peck. So why are people attacking Josh Peck? Even though he stated he had no affiliation whatsoever to Josh. Like, I don't understand why people... That's what someone said. They were like, don't attack Josh because Josh has no affiliation to Brian Peck, blah, blah, blah. But then what I'm hearing is, like, Drake Bell saying it's all tough on us. And basically, like, the way he's kind of sounding is like he was related to him. Now I'm confused, right? And let's not forget, Drake Bell turned around and did the same thing to a minor. So, let's not forget that. Because Drake Bell literally went to jail. Supposedly fled to Mexico to get away from his accusations with a minor. Not saying or condoning what happened to him was okay. But he did it to someone else. Because let's be honest, I'm not going to say it was okay what happened to him, but he literally turned around and did it to somebody else. That's crazy. Like, that's, that's insane that he did that to someone else. Like, I don't understand it, right? Like, it's like you're trying to preach for advocacy, but you went and harmed another minor. Like, you know what you went through. Why would you go and harm a minor for? That doesn't make sense. That's actually really sad, and I will never understand it. But, to each their own. It's just like abusers turn around and end up abusing their family members. They turn around and do the same thing to their family, and it's just like, I will never understand why you carry that with you from what your parents did to you. Like, you could change, right?